cut a long story short, I was introduced to all the Decca fraternity, like Dick Rowe and this, and I did get a recording contract out of that. In that was 1963, and I made these 2 records under a name called Shell Nailer. I was personally disappointed with them. I heard my voice for the first time on a professional recording, and I wasn't very happy. The backing was fantastic. They had all the Decca backing on it, but my voice, I felt, it was quite a shock because I felt it would come over a lot stronger, and I wasn't very happy with it. But nevertheless, they did release these 2 records, 1963 and 1964. The first one was called How Deep Is the Ocean, and the B-side of that was La Bamba. And then the next one was 1964. Called One Fine Day, and that featured a young Jimmy Page on the guitar, and he did a very stunning solo on it. And I think to this day it is sought after, not for my vocals, but for that particular guitar break, which was quite phenomenal in those days.
A lot of King's early rehearsals were upstairs in the General Wolf. I think it was Ken who went on to open Brown's in the middle of Coventry, but Ken Brown used to run that. It was a bit disconcerting because Ken's wife Mary at the time used to hang washing up in the room that we were in, so we used to rehearse amongst Ken Brown's underwear, you know, hanging off washing lines and things upstairs in the Wolf. Happy days, happy days.
We looked about 6. So I think people were just like, we did. I think people were just sort of surprised that these like kids were like playing blues and sort of beyond our years really, and you know, I mean, for people that young to be into blues and stuff like that as well, you know, we were just bashing it out just as loud as we could. Just literally, I had this little Fender amp I'd won in a raffle, and just like turning it up as high as it goes and cranking it, and Liam was just like, Liam's always been the loudest drummer I've ever played with, and I think people were just sort of a bit like, didn't know what to make of us. Some people loved it, some people thought it was just shit, and we were just enjoying ourselves at that point. There was no sort of, we want to make a career out of this, or we want to, you know, we want to even write songs that are like, you know, catchy or going to be popular. It was just, you know, we just wanted to go and smash some drum kits and, you know, whack some guitars.
Well, a rhythm guitarist come singer, that's where I started. But I was far more serious than the rest of the band were. And, you know, there was probably 7,777 groups in Stoke Heath alone, you know. So, you know, we weren't going very far. And I just got asked at the lunch one night, could I play some records? Because I did these parties for my mates, you know. I used to take a record player, and for a bumper pack of beer, I'd play the records all night. And so somebody, Jack at Friar said, would you play the records in between for me? And I did, and you know, suddenly I was earning a tenner for Christ's sake. You know, I was getting £2.50 in a group and having to pay for the petrol to get there. Suddenly I'm getting a tenner and all the records I can collect for nothing. It was just like, it was a no-brainer.